On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Like life-changing, talking about finances, anything. I'm talking about regular everyday things like what are we having for dinner? I don't know. What kind of curtains are we going to do in the living room? I'm talking about regular things like what kind of outfit is Timmy going to wear for first day of school? I'm talking about regular, like, because these are the things that go on every day. Those big things are just those big things that happen those one times, like us making the budget, blah blah blah. But the issues that couples have are for the little things that happen daily, the little daily decisions. Those are the things. Those are.
Hey, why are you shaking your head? Yes, like that's right.
At the beginning of the relationship. Like, I'm gonna pay this, you gonna pay that. They establish that. Those things are established.
Hey, hold on. Okay.
Have issue unless somebody changes something.
Before I overcook this.
What do you need to say? Just say what you need to say.
I was talking to Kay. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Kay, you know better.
I think any person that when the other person is completely opposite and it's just like they have to constantly make a concession and that other person does not need to make any concessions. I don't see that as being like, I don't see that working long term. Right? We talk about the divorce rate.
So is compromising? Are you talking about compromising? Do you think that's submitting?
A part of it is. A part of it is, I believe, when you're talking about a relationship and being together. Because a good husband isn't going to just do whatever he wants anyway. He's going to want to make sure the choices that he makes also in some way makes his wife happy, is pleasing to her as well. I don't think any husband is just like, my wife wants A, I want to do B. Every single time there's a choice and he asks his wife and then she said, this will make me comfortable, blah, blah, I'm going to do the opposite. Like, I don't think good husbands are doing that. They're trying to find the best way to do things where both people are happy and comfortable. And those are good husbands. Those are good men that want to do that feel the importance of that. But like I said, there's a bad stigma when there are men that believe that regardless that they're just it's going to be their way. But just like Rebecca said, every day you have to die to yourself and do what's best for the relationship every day. Not just about what you want and how you think things should be for you and someone just assisting on the side. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I was speaking of when I was talking about mutual.
Hold on, Rilla. Let her finish. Go ahead, Kayla.
I'm done now.
Yeah, my bad, Kayla. I apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry. I promise you I was not trying to cut in like that on you. But I really did. While you was in that conscious stream of thought, I wanted you to give us an example because what you were painting sounded almost like a similar parallel to the color purple argument, right? And what I mean by that is you were like, this is what a good husband is. And then you were saying like a good husband would do da 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 da. And then, but it's, you have these men who are just dead set, it's my way or no way. Whereas most modern men, like it's very few traditional men, right? Very few, by and large. There's more modern men than there are traditional men, right? And
yeah, so, financially, that's
right. But those men, those modern men say happy wife, happy life. So who are the men by and large? Because if those traditional men who would typically subscribe to wait, you're saying modern men, because I don't want to confuse your facial expression. Are you saying modern men don't primarily subscribe to happy wife, happy life?
No, I see that more with traditional men. Like growing up, definitely the traditional men with the housewives. Like I always heard that rhetoric, like happy wife, happy life. If this makes my wife happy, like cool. I ain't got to hear nothing about it. Cool. Like
I think the brothers would say something different. I think the brothers would say those weren't necessarily traditional men. I mean, I know these categories.
Their wives were housewives.
Yeah, but I hate these labels. Like I hate the alphas and the betas, and I think more men would say those were beta men, and that comes from
but they were traditional. We're not talking about alpha and beta. We're talking about traditional men. They were traditional men. Their wives stayed at home, and they were the type that were happy wife, happy life. If my wife is happy, I know I'll be happy because won't be no complaining, won't be no mouthing off, won't be any of that because she's happy. And so if she's happy, she's gonna do whatever she can to make me happy because If we're covering each other's bases, then everybody's
no,
happy.
I see what you're going with it. Cool. So even with all that said, my question is where do you see these men who are dead set in their marriages on everything has to be my way?
I see them all the time. I see them on social media. I see them on Clubhouse.
Really?
I definitely see them in spaces.
Are they paying? Are these the men that are paying the cost to be the boss? These the men that pay the bills 100%?
Majority of them seem like there was only a few that whose wives were working, but they said that she was only working because she wanted to, but he didn't require her to do that. But she had like a home business or whatever. But majority of them, yeah.
Let me ask you this way. Are these men that you know, like flesh, like in the flesh, you see them, you know them, or are these men who, you know, similar to anybody else, can get on social media and purport themselves to be whoever they want to be?
These are men that actually know. And actually, some of them, their wives do work. Actually, his wife actually works full time, actually. And he's still like that. He don't even care.
Okay.
Come on, really, man. I know you ain't just let that slide and that just be the end of the conversation.
Wait, you said he didn't want his,
I was waiting for the point, really. I thought you was
I thought you was about to lay the hammer down, bro.
I thought you were about to come
I
out.
don't know exactly where he was trying to go.
Because I asked initially, and she said, no, these were people on social media. And now she's saying these are people that you know in real life. I mean, I don't want to make it a circular.
I know in real life don't got.
I know how this is gonna go. I don't want to make it a circular argument. I'd rather just move the conversation forward, honestly.
So
no, I'm cool with it. I'll take up the banner. I'll take it.
I'd rather.
I'll carry that banner. I'll carry that flag.
People that I know in real life, do they not have social media?
I'll carry that flag, Rilla. So you telling me that that a good man is looking to please his wife? That's a part of the equation. As far as him making decisions on behalf of the family every day?
Like I said, I wasn't talking about like life-changing, talking about finances, anything. I'm talking about regular everyday things like what are we having for dinner? I don't know. What kind of curtains are we going to do in the living room? I'm talking about regular things like what kind of outfit is Timmy going to wear for first day of school? I'm talking about regular, like, because these are the things that go on every day. Those big things are just those big things that happen those one times, like us making the budget, blah, blah, blah. But the issues that couples have are for the little things that happen daily, the little daily decisions. Those are the things. Those
are why are you shaking your head? Yes, like that's right.
I agree with that. Like, I'm gonna pay this, you're gonna pay that. They establish that. Those things are established.
Hey, hold on. Okay.
Have issue unless somebody changes something.
Before I overcook this.
What do you need to say? Just say what you need to say.
I was talking to Kay. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Kay, you know better.